And we are back in the Manimal Zone, guys. It's been a very eventful morning. To say the least. We're in studio with Kerry, the stellar one. Say hi, Kerry.
Hello, Gaff. We're in my kitchen, not my living
room. We are back.
That's how I am.
In Kerry's living room, and we are high.
In Kerry's kitchen.
And we have two special guests today, which is very exciting. We have the ever lovely Dianna. I can't say your last name, but say hi.
Hello, guys. Sorry. I forgot I have to scoot in.
And returning for round two, we got Kid Marvelous. Kid, you fucking cocksucker.
Yeah.
Say hello.
What up?
All right, this is why we brought Dianna. He's going to speak for Kid if she wants to, but she can speak for herself too because, you know, well, we all know Kid is a Bellator fighter. Well, was. We'll talk about, do you want to say sign up to PFL? Guys, can PFL sign him up? All right, we're in limbo here. I'll speak for you. Thanks.
Nobody wants to be in limbo.
No, but Dianna is a fighter also, and
I'm looking for a fight.
Looking for a fight, and we had to say it's like, you know, talk about it's tough to find girls to fight.
It's very tough. It's sorry, guys.
Slide that to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't have to.
Nope, no worries.
Is this good?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So as we were talking about earlier, and we had to like save it for the podcast, pretty much the problem is in New York, we can't find girls. There's no local talent, I guess, or there is, but people are like not active. Girls are not active as much as guys, I feel like. So even like usually like they'll schedule me to fight a girl, and then you know, they put the names, they make it official, they post the fucking thing, and then all of a sudden, like 2 weeks out, actually, this fight didn't go through. The other camp didn't agree. And I'm like, dude, like, you have me here training. You're not telling me this. Like,
yeah, like I'm 2 weeks out. You're like, you know, I had to diet for this. Like, you know,
like
my
I'm trying to like sell tickets.
You're like, you know, I'm Greek.
Yeah,
and Colombian.
It's bad. Yeah.
You're like, damn
mix.
it. You're
it's
like
the crazy mix.
You're like, do you know how good the food in both my cultures are? And then you want me to cut weight?
Yeah, it's struggle. And my family loves to eat. We get together and we just eat. You know how Greek people are. It's good
if
food.
you don't eat,
yeah,
forget it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I had the other day that was really good? Baklava cheesecake.
Damn.
There's this place in Bayside.
It's not very Greek. It's like Americanized. But
it's Americanized, but it was mad good.
But yeah, baklava is.
I love baklava.
It's very good.
But yeah, I guess in Greece they don't do a baklava cheesecake. But you know what? If they
do like very traditionally.
Just
it's like a Turkish dish.
Oh, don't tell a guy from Cyprus he's Turkish.
Uh-oh.
I only do that if I want to start a fight.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, no. There's two different. Well, honestly, like Turkey is like Greece. You know?
I mean, it's like, very similar.
But
the food is very similar. But there's a lot of history that makes them rivals.
Exactly. But it originated from Greece. I'm just saying.
Well, really, it originated in the Trojan War.
Yeah. Well.
So the Greeks were like, no, we invented baklava.
Diana's like, you're not telling me. I'm telling you, it was invented in Greece. I like it.
The Greeks invented everything according to Greeks.
Of course, guys. You don't. Not only Greeks know this, the whole world knows this. Like, it's not new.
I used to go out with a Greek girl, and her father was like mad Greek from like Chios. And he was like, Eleni, you should be proud to be Greek. Like, he was so Greek.
You know I'm from Chios, right?
I know. Yeah. We talked about this before.
Yeah. Oh my God. I never knew. Yeah.
Yeah. You probably know. She's a
no, I honestly like I talk about
There's
things.
Like 10 people in
no, but listen, I've never met so many Chiotes in fucking anywhere in the world, but in Long Island.
Right?
Everyone's
from
anyone
Chios.
I talk to, like some random guy. Like,
are you from Chios?
Yeah, like two random kids like walk in the gym, and I'm like, they have a similar last name to like someone I know, and I'm like, oh, where are you from? Oh, from Chios. I'm like, what?
There's 10 people in that town.
I was born and raised there. I don't know you.
No, but really, the town is small, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it like 4,000 people? It's like small. It's like
it's very small. It's like an island, you know.
But I've never met so many people from Chios.
Yeah,
I have in Farmingdale and Massapequa. I'm like, is this
crazy.
like this place?
I don't know. I guess like we're island people, so we want to go back to the island.
I was thinking that. I'm like, it's an island. Maybe you guys just like islands.
Island boys.
Island boys.
Oh my God, they
It
cannot.
makes sense.
Yeah, no, it's
Kerry,
crazy.
what were you telling your friend that time? He was like, I want to live on an island.
I look at him and I'm like, yo, you do. You literally live on Long Island.
Yeah.
You are surrounded by water. Do you know lucky you are? And we get seasons.
Yes,
You live on the
yes.
longest island in America.
Yeah.
Be proud.
Yeah,
Be proud to be
I
from
am-
Long
I am.
Island. I include Queens and Brooklyn as part of Long Island. Contiguously, they are.
And I'm like, I do, weirdly, because
Contiguously, they are.
parts of it, it
Manhattan
depends
is
where
an
you go.
actual
They
island.
kind of do
You know
connect.
what? Yeah,
Con-
that's right.
Like
Manhattan can go fuck
geogra-
themselves.
no, like culturally, no. Geographically, yes.
yeah.
Try to stay away from the
You got
microphone.
it.
Okay.
Like culturally, they're very different,
Me.
Queens
No.
and Long Island, but geographically, they're kind of like attached. Manhattan is an
Fair.
island in the middle of the
Yes.
Hudson River,
Yes.
and Staten Island is an island in the middle of, I don't know,
Is it
fucking
true
Jersey.
by like 2050 is going to be gone?
I don't
Whole
know.
Island.
No
They
island.
say like the
Well, here's the
water
thing.
will rise.
I have a question
Parts
about
of Long
this.
Island will still be here.
I need
I hope.
maybe I don't know.
Definitely.
So I have a question about this.
future world map. I'll show you.
First of all, Long
Yeah,
all
I've
of
seen
New
some.
York, millions of years ago, was underwater, and then it all came
Oh
and
yeah,
rose to the
that's
surface.
right. That's right. Yeah, I seen that.
So
somewhere.
in the span of millennia, New York will be underwater. In the recent, will it? Possibly, but I will say this.
so
I
way
live in-
further down, not 50 years.
I don't know. I live in Canarsie, and I'm right by the water. And I lived there for 42 years of my life. And they've been talking about this water level rising.
You
but
live
it's not-
closer to the water, technically, than like we do. Like,
Oh, I walk to the. I mean, I'm the only one closer to the water than me is steam.
isn't
Oh,
like
yeah.
New York City sea level with like
I'm sea
pretty
level.
much
I'm
like
10 feet above sea
yeah,
level.
no, we're like Long
So-
Island is 400. There's
That's what I'm
there's a
saying.
part of Long
So
Island
if-
that's
so what-
400 feet.
How come if they're saying? And here's the thing. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Sea level.
Hold
We
on.
good.
I have someone else needs to call me. I need a scientist to explain this to me. They're worried about global warming and ice caps melting and
Yeah.
the water rising. That doesn't make sense if you understand physics.
I don't understand physics.
Okay, well, you're going to understand this. Your family has a restaurant, right?
no.
Or you've
Yeah,
seen restaurants.
yeah,
You've seen
yeah,
restaurants. You've been in a
yeah,
restaurant.
yeah.
You get a cup of ice, and there's water, and the ice is floating above the glass. You've seen this happen, right? The ice is like sticking above the rim.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's-
When that ice melts, does it overflow?
No.
No. Why? Because gravity accounts for the weight of the ice floating on top of it. So if all the ice melted on Earth, there should be no overflow because all the weight of that ice is already accounted for by gravity. So if you're worried about the ice caps melting and water levels rising, how would that happen? So I need a physicist to explain that to me because
Okay.
the physics I learned says that an easily observable phenomenon will show you that when ice melts, even if it's above the rim, it will not flood anything around it, right? It comes to an even level, it's
I
accounted
wonder if
for.
we ask ChatGPT, is going to answer us.
No, then they're going to report me. Then there's going to be agents here be like, why are you asking so many fucking questions?
So I watched a video where the guy had a theory that the water level isn't rising so much as to we're sinking,
Now this
which
is
was
possible.
very
Whoa.
different.
Now this is a totally
Don't put
different
new
thing
things in
that's
my
very
head,
possible.
please.
No,
More
Kerry,
things to think about at night.
wait, you're talking about something very valid.
Literally, like the stuff that I think about, and that is
Yeah.
now coming out. That like a lot of the theories that I've spoken about for years, like space being in water and all this stuff, are now coming out. And I'm like, yo, I was talking about that like
No,
a
but
year ago.
Kerry, you're
Like,
right.
What the fuck?
New York, Manhattan, at any point could wind up where it used to be. Under the
Underwater.
water, all of Long Island, the whole
Yeah.
thing could wind up completely submerged at some point. Who knows when? Anything could make that happen, especially geologic activity, which is why, Kerry, I always have my eyes on Iceland. You know how far Iceland is? Not that far. It's
Not
only
that
4-hour
far.
flight.
Oh.
It's very
Yeah.
close to us. It's in
Yeah.
the
Oh.
middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, I want to.
You
I've
always-
always never wanted to go there because I thought it was so fucking far, but now I
No,
would.
3.5-hour flight.
That's scary.
4
I would
hours.
never
go
Oh no,
there.
I want to go to
I have
Iceland.
no business.
That's the
being there.
land of the gods. That's with the
Oh, that
Vikings.
no wonder you know all about this.
Yeah, that's
You
why the
wanna go
Vik-
meet Odin.
Yeah, the Vikings call that the land of the gods because
Yeah.
it's where there's the most geologic
And that's
activity
where
on
they
Earth.
have all those hot spring things.
No
Hot
wonder.
springs.
Also, don't they have like the Northern Lights up there?
The Northern Lights
Yeah,
are there
there's
too.
a lot.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. Like,
So
when
the
you look at
Northern
that,
Lights,
oh my God, it's
that's the
trippy.
electromagnetic field
Yeah.
where it meets the solar
Yeah.
winds.
I'd go watch that.
I've
It's
never
fucking
seen
cold.
it,
I
but it
don't,
looks
I
so
don't like the
dope.
cold.
And you can only see the Northern
Me
Lights
neither.
in the winter. but it is cold.
African
Yeah.
heat.
Yeah.
It's super cold.
And then it has like no sun. There's like days where there's like you see no sun.
No, because of the place it's located. In the summer, it's 22 hours of daylight,
Oh wow.
and in the winter, it's 20 hours of night.
Can't do that.
So
Not
if you
for
go
me.
in the winter, you'll see the northern lights, but it's going to be dark. But if you go in the summer, you're going to be partying for 22 hours. It never gets dark.
Okay, fair. I like that.
So it's like kind of wild.
So I'll be there in the summer.
And that's why when Vikings went to Iceland, they were like, "This is the wildest place on earth." They were like, and mountains, hot springs. So you're in naturally a place that's -5 degrees.
Yeah.
And there's a hot spring, 94 degrees right there.
Wow.
Thank you.
I want to go in that so bad.
So bad. The Blue Lagoon, I
Yeah.
hear, is overrated. Tourists tell me there's a
I
better
heard
spot.
about that.
We should go before it sinks into the ocean. Because we could talk about
I'm in.
Ragnarok.
Oh shit.
Because
I fuck with Vikings. They're good people.
they're good people.
They
Well,
supposedly are the first ones to come to America and visit all these
I
places.
mean, they get
but
a
they
bad
didn't
rap.
kill anyone. They
They
just,
get a bad rap.
So
but
can
as
I
long
say
as
for
you-
like part of my lineage, you're welcome.
awesome. I like that.
Which is what Vikings tried to do most. Just settle in. Because this is going to sound crazy. There were 5 million people, maybe a little less, in all of the Scandinavian countries, which made it overpopulated. It's
Okay.
mostly mountainous. There's not a lot of resources.
Yeah.
They had to go out. It was like, yeah. And if you could settle in a place, so Rollo, you've been watching the show Vikings. So Rollo winds up being the Duke of Normandy. So he invades France, and the French are like, dude, we got all these Vikings and raiding us, including you.
Yeah.
Why don't you work for us? We'll give you this land, which you
Wow.
were there anyway.
Okay.
You know, we really
Wow.
can't get you out. Take this land.
Yeah.
And you protect it from the other Vikings. And they're like, yeah, sure. And now I'm the
Wow.
Duke of Normandy. And
What
then
show is this?
Vikings. And then the
We're on
Duke,
Netflix?
yeah, and then the Duke of Normandy,
I'll watch it.
eventually, this isn't a show, but eventually, his kid winds up being William the Conqueror, who takes over England at the Battle of Hastings. So his descendants are like, you know, you settle in a place, now you wind up getting resources there, you become landed, you protect the place from other guys, and then you wind up fighting the guys you originally were.
There you go.
Yeah, so it happens a lot.
Damn.
Speaking of fighting, it's been a real lull in the UFC with nothing going on. Did you see Aljo had that grappling match last
I
night? Who the
didn't
fuck did he
watch-
fight? That guy.
I didn't even know
I hate
the
to.
guy,
I don't
but-
want to be mean because maybe he would feel the same way about me and be like, "Who the fuck is Manimal?" Did he? Oh, at the.
Wins in like this weird ways. Like
Oh, does he?
Oh,
He looked
really?
like he had. a-
points.
Oh,
I was gonna say, didn't he win?
He
by
wins in like
points?
point style and like he pulls guard and stuff. And
oh, is
That's
that-
what I saw.
Is that what happened? He like won
Yeah.
on points.
That's what I saw. He was like butt scooting.
and I was just like in a street
I'm like,
fight,
that's
like,
the
in a
fucking
wrestling
worst
match
thing
that,
for me to
like,
watch.
I mean, it
That's why I
shouldn't be,
couldn't.
I saw Aljo just picked
I
him
have
up
no
and,
interest.
and helicopter spun him around.
Yeah, that was the coolest shit.
Yeah,
They
it's
made
the
a little
funnest
clip.
thing. Yeah,
I love that.
I don't know. I like.
Shout out to
So the guy
Aljo.
won
Shout out to
one,
Aljo.
You're the champ.
attempt.
Aljo, listen. When we do Valhalla Jiu-Jitsu, I'm gonna get you a worthy opponent, and it's gonna be
Worthy opponent. I like that.
a worthy opponent and a dopest experience. I know
I
who
know.
I have in mind as a big fuck you to everyone.
No, I
We'll
think
see if
he's
I can do it.
going against Chase Hooper.
Chase Hooper.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think that's his next match.
I like that
Next
a
match.
lot.
Yeah.
I know his next fight though is Calvin Cater.
Chase Hooper's the kid that's got the
exciting.
he's got curly,
That's exciting. Sounds
like a curlier.
I
Game.
can't wait. Aljo's such a badass.
You know
He's
if
He's,
you-
he's a light skinned whiter guy, like white guy. He's lighter skinned. He's got curly hair. It's a little bit of a fro, but not. That's Clint.
Clint, didn't he fight on?
That's what I was
Flex, right?
His brother.
Yeah. Kelvin. I like to see Kelvin do good.
Yeah, Chase Hooper.
Kelvin, I like to get him.
Oh yeah.
I love Kelvin, but it's tough to get Kelvin.
Kelvin from the hood.
Me too. I still live in the hood.
No, we have this joke. I'm like,
What?
where are you from? I'm from the hood.
The hood.
Like, you're a fool. He's mad funny though. Oh man.
Listen, it's important. The hood builds character.
Hell yeah.
420%.
So yeah, because Kelvin's really good. Yo, Kelvin's so funny. He trains with BMO, and he'll just be deadlifting 365, and he never fucking lifts. I'm like, you're killing me, kid.
How?
You ghetto strong.
Ah.
That's what we call it.
What was that? 3 plates on each side?
Like you're almost forced to be strong.
3 plates and a 25 on each
For
side.
real.
But just for a guy, right, Jeremy, you were in CrossFit a long time. A guy never works out, never lifts weights. He's just deadlifting 365 for reps.
Just for
Not me.
You're like, dude. Yeah.
Dude, do you remember that CrossFit open workout that started with 55 deadlifts at 225?
Yes.
I had a power lifter friend who he hated CrossFit. He's like, fuck CrossFit. And he came to the open workout unbroken for 55 reps.
Oh my God.
He did 55 reps at 225.
Yeah.
I seen guys. I mean, I had a CrossFit gym. I had a girl that was on a regional team. So yeah, I mean, and I ran competitions. I did a summer throwdown. I did a couple of them. So I ran a few. So we had some monsters. Always, because I can never really do it, snatch. I'm not a fan of barbell snatch for only the most, specialized of athletes. But let me tell you, I would have guys doing 300-pound hang power snatches. I'm like, fuck, these guys are jacked. Clean ladders were my favorite, though. I always liked the clean ladder. It always looked good, too, going down the line. And then the buzzer, beep, beep. Next guy up, boom, get to the end of the line, and then deadlift max reps after that, which was always fun. But yeah, CrossFit was fun. I was at the perfect time for CrossFit.
I tried that a few times, not for me as well.
Well, because if they don't know how to train a fighter
Sorry.
do it, then they just mess you up.
No, it's not that I could follow basic instructions.
you just
you know,
were like, yeah,
like,
whatever.
I was fine, but it's just stupid to me. They just sit there and repeat themselves for 50 reps.
I had no interest. I literally like that meme where it says, I don't want to be the best at working out.
You can't go back on it,
you know what? Maybe when I was in high school, because I used to love going to the gym room instead of any other gym class. That was my thing.
We'll do a half hour.
And that's when I was really strong before I injured my shoulders. Now.
What do you
Can't.
What do you want him to get out of it?
I like lifting weights. You can do some weight style stuff.
Oh no, then we'll do a fun one. We'll do Linda. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But we'll take our time. No time. No rush.
Let's go ahead.
We'll take 40 minutes.
Cheer them on.
I'll be watching.
Probably not for this workout.
Yeah.
Weights you can handle.
Great lifting.
Yeah. We'll set it up.
I'll be
3
in the
balls
corner
of
like
death.
shadow boxing.
I like it. We have 2 separate conversations here, John.
Sorry.
I like it. We're in the girls'
I
corner.
like talking shit.
We're in the girls' corner.
I'm like, I'll be watching. We'll be high and just shadow boxing in the corner.
We're
I'll hold pads for you.
Kerry,
I'm not great at it.
I
but
do
can
make
it.
sure Kerry lifts because it's super important.
Yeah.
But I
have
wouldn't
to
say
too.
Kerry would go to lift over jiu-jitsu or kickboxing if she had the
course.
choice in a
Yeah.
workout.
It would definitely first be jiu-jitsu. Kickboxing would definitely be. I definitely want to spar. I want to get into that because I really like kick. I told you that a while ago. I like kickboxing, and I used to spar back in the day, so it'd be fun for me.
Definitely.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
she's flexible.
Perfect.
yeah.
I mean, if you find the right
Yeah,
girls
that's
to
what
work
I'm-
with,
work
if
on your
Dianna could work
sidekicks
light,
too,
you know,
like-
you're a little
Absolutely.
heavier.
I was
My teeth
I was
kicks are really
over-
good as well.
That's
I have a
my
really good
thing.
technique.
Yeah,
Beautiful
yeah.
legs.
It's because we were
I feel like
also
even
more
threatening
flexible.
the side kick,
Yeah.
you
It's
open
great.
up a lot of fakes and a lot of unknown, and then you could just boom, always keep worrying about it, just
I like
throw it
that.
sometimes, to the head, to the leg, to the body, you throw it everywhere.
Oh, mix it up.
Yeah.
Be like John Jones and throw it to the leg, boom.
I love doing that.
I
I
love
love
mixing
just mixing it up,
Me too.
throwing to the leg.
I'm gonna
and
start sparring
pretend
again
to,
after New Year's.
Faking the leg, going to the tee. I'm very good at all that
Stephen
stuff.
Wonderboy,
The
style
team kick is a
footwork.
Well, you know, I
because
do
you
all
could really
the low-
do a lot from there,
bouncing and
but I
moving.
like to utilize it.
Yeah.
And my front kick's pretty good too.
You have a great front kick.
Thank
Oh
you.
my God, David Plass today
Yeah.
almost
Sorry, I'm,
launched
blowing
me
the smoke.
off the platform. Yo, I train a bodybuilder,
Yeah.
and he's like,
No, I
Stiff as a
appreciate
board.
it.
no, now he's better because he's been training for almost 2 years.
Okay.
So now he's a lot better, but he's strong as fuck. And
Yeah.
now he's learning how to use it.
That's
Dude,
scary.
He's like
he's
6'2",
big.
230. And he threw a front kick. He almost launched me off the platform.
Oh my
I was like,
God.
oh my God. He landed it nice. I was
That's
like, oh, good.
hilarious.
I was like, he's doing good. I love to see that. And it's tough because he owns a gym. He only trains
Yeah.
once a week. So it's tough to see progression. So it's really important for me as a coach when you get to see even training once a week and just,
Seeing the progress.
working on his stuff on his own. Yeah.
No, I can relate to that because I train a lot of people, and when I see progress and I see them taking the initiative to train and be creative and do stuff, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it is fulfilling.
Yeah, you
I
feel
gotta
good,
say,
because you help them get there,
It is super fulfilling. I got a kid wrestler I've been training. Oh, you see that kid Ryan I trained at Law? He's like 14, but he wrestles. But he's pretty good, and that's fulfilling, like training the kids. Like, I don't like to train like a kid's class of like babysitting. But if you give me a kid athlete that like wants to train, I love it. Because they get good super quick.
Yeah.
And then
They retain it.
you know, I don't know if this is a selfish motivation, but man, the parents really appreciate it. You know, and sometimes when you train adults, they may miss it. I don't know, when you do it for the kid,
It's different.
it
know.
hits different for them. I don't know why, but I don't
to,
have
like,
kids.
Teach them like a seated position, like on your knees when you teach little kids, which is a little annoying. I'm like, you know, I'm like, all right, I have to be on my knees. I know.
That,
Are you making fun of me, kid?
They don't listen.
Are you making fun of me? You go on your knees?
Sure,
They don't
people don't listen. I have to go on my knees.
Because I never had to do that.
I have to go on my knees, and then you guys don't listen.
We be seeing eye to eye. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry, I gotta sit down.
You gotta get on your belly to
All right,
coach
here we
them.
go.
You lay on
I'm
you
not
lay on
gonna
your back
lie.
to coach them.
I'm not gonna lie, that is a problem. Because I
spent the whole session on my knees.
I'm
Kid
usually
thanks
never
me.
on my knees, you know.
I really have to watch how I
I'm a
talk.
papa lady.
No. If anybody knows us, at least around this table, we're very anti that weird shit. So like,
Oh my god, me too.
like all of us, like collectively.
No,
I hate to say we're conservative, but why'd we get lumped into that category? Like sometimes
I
when
don't
you
get
think
it,
a little
I'm sorry.
traditional, what would be normally
Me
considered
too.
regular?
that's what I'm like.
Have you ever
Scared.
taught a little kid in jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
Is it harder? What would you rather teach a little kid, striking or jiu-jitsu?
Striking.
Striking.
I just feel like a kid would never listen to me. Like,
I like
But if
teaching
you
kids
need
how to
to-
play pool.
It's
They're eye level with the table, so it's really, really easy to get them, and then they compute it
How do they
easier.
get to the shop though if they're short?
Well, when the kids eye level with the table and they're tall enough
Oh,
to
you
get to the
can-
table,
you can-
they can see those shots better than fucking anybody.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why you know who's great at pool? Asians.
My God, I hate the stereotype,
tiny
but
as
there's a
fuck.
lot in the pool,
Yeah.
and
They're
then you
great
can
at
get
pool.
close. I've been trying to get. I tried to do last time what you were saying. Get close to the ball, line up, get low.
Yep.
Yeah, get
how
low.
do you, how's your finger position?
Oh, best bridge.
I
It's
do.
your hand.
Pause.
I love it.
Kelly, how's that finger?
I've
bridge?
never seen it
Very
in my
good.
life. That's
Is that
crazy.
good?
So
No, I've seen that.
Yeah, this is the proper way. But if I hold the rail,
Actually, I might actually do that too.
it depends what you're doing. Oh, we should
Yeah.
all go play pool. It's
Yeah.
my favorite.
yeah, we should do a pool session.
I will kick
What about bowling?
everybody.
Could we play bowling?
That's the
Bowling?
one thing.
I'm good
I can
to bowl
confidently
for like
say I
2
will beat
rounds.
Everybody
and
in.
then-
Oh, like dodgeball?
I mean,
I teach
yeah.
everybody too.
Paintball.
I'm not good, but I like
That
playing.
doesn't matter. You don't have to be good. You just have to.
Let's
be
just
willing
have a
to learn.
paintball match, 2v2.
Paintball.
Yeah, we fucking paintball each other.
But I would love to go play pool one day. We can go to
So
Rex.
yeah, I have a couple different bridges. Like for my, if I'm doing breaking, I'll go like this. But I like to like rest it on.
I feel like we're
if I'm
rookies. You're a
going like
pro.
high up, I'll do like something like this
Semi-pro.
and hold my cue like there.
What is that?
I do a lot of weird. Like my fingers are very like flexible, so if I have to like do a jump shot like that.
move right there.
Yeah, I have really
Like this. You like hang 10?
No, not even that. If I'm doing something straight, it's actually what I've been doing recently to get a really good move behind. To make sure
I
I
thought
have
you were
really
gonna
good
put my
shot,
hand
I
where
put
it's
like my
supposed to be.
fingers up because I know then if
Oh,
it
yeah,
rests
that's
on
a good
here,
one.
I have a
What
really
is this?
really
Itsy
strong.
bitsy spider?
Or here,
What do you call
and I
this?
just
Yeah.
Yep.
Jen taught me this.
that works too.
Jen was
Because
like,
then your
just do
hand
this.
it rests right between.
That's what she told me.
Yeah.
Just do that.
Yep, I
Yeah.
generally
And then
use
on
that
the
for certain
rail?
shots.
And then on the rail, I'll.
Close, you do it. Okay, so that's called like an open guard, closed guard. This is called an open bridge. When you have your hands up, even like that.
Open
Look at that.
Close
Close
bridge.
Yeah.
Ah, just like
It's
good
very-
guard.
it's
Open bridge,
very-
close bridge. Jeremy, it's just
People
like
laughed at
open
me.
bridge, close
People
bridge.
laughed at me when I said there's a lot of similarities from pool to jiu-jitsu, and there really fucking is. The angles you cut,
Especially
the things
MMA.
you do.
More MMA. Huh?
I do that,
So you use a closed bridge.
I guess.
Yeah, that's a closed bridge. The problem with it is if people don't know to base it, you have to base it. You have to have some kind of base holding your bridge. Because I see people floating their hands, and I'm like,
So
how the
if you
fuck?
close bridge,
Like,
you're
your
gonna-
cue's
you're
all
gonna
over
do
the
this,
place. It
and
doesn't even work.
If you close bridge, you gotta
That's
get yourself a base.
And the other just like
I
random
took
shit that I
third
could tell
place at
you.
Players Bro.
I took second place. Is the best thing that you could do is when you're doing it, you want to put your arm at like a angle like this, and then you have a really good. Your arm's not going anywhere.
Tricep extension. I think of it like a tricep
There's like a
kickback.
whole like
Oh my god! And then if
instruction
you're
on how to do everything.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Like
what
I never thought of it that way.
What I
was
like-
just
My
But I
break
like
is insane because of it. What do you
have a
like?
good break. I like about pool,
It's an actual sport.
as similar to
is.
MMA, is that every centimeter makes a massive difference.
yeah.
It's a game of inches. Like
It's like
literally,
so-
it's so
Fighting.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yes.
Just like fighting.
Yes.
So it can go that way. Boom.
Yeah, like the angles to hit is like if you're off here to here, massive difference.
You know what I want to
There it
start
is.
like learning how to play chess. I don't know how
Me
to
too.
play.
I was thinking about that.
I
like
want
a
to get
couple weeks
into
ago.
it.
I have a
like
dope Dungeons and Dragons chessboard. I'll bring.
yeah,
Play chess.
dude. I don't know
haven't
how to
played in
play.
years. Do you play, Jeremy?
I'd love
Really?
Oh, we should.
Yeah, let's do
Oh,
it.
activities.
Pool.
Yeah,
There's a lot
I'm
of stuff we
down.
could do.
I'm down for. Is this our friend group?
Yeah,
We are starting
chess club. Oh,
I love it. So
should make jackets.
we should have we should do a pool
Nerd.
team too.
MMA
There's secretly
chess.
I've been wanting to do a pool team with like a couple fighters just for fun, just to like freak people out.
Yeah.
But I actually picked up a really good technique with my break from kickboxing. I go off the back of my leg and like a power punch kind of thing, and I get at the very
never
least.
thought of it that
Oh,
way.
the amount of
pushes off
balls
the
I get
back.
in on a break is insane because of it.
Carrie has
See,
a good
I
break.
like when athletes are able to transfer
The skill to a different sport, yeah.
Like that's talent. Like you should be able to do that with everything in your life. You should be
That's
able
a-
to transfer your knowledge, your confidence, your skill in other parts in your life. You know, I feel like that's so important.
Oh, jiu-jitsu got me so much better at pool.
Yeah.
I kill it now.
It's what Miyamoto Musashi said. If you know the way in one, you know it broadly everywhere. So if you could get the principles from something, the principles from most things are the same.
Yeah.
And then if you know the principles, right, then it makes sense. Like, and fighting is the most accessible discipline for people. Two little kids, they don't know anything. They could get into a fight. They might not necessarily be able to play pool and do anything, but two little kids might hurt each other.
Yeah.
They could fight.
Yeah.
Right? 2 4-year-old kids, give me my ball, bang, they start tussling, they're fighting. Right? So it's something easy to understand for humans,
Yeah.
and I think if you know it well, then
It's
something
the
you
most
can really
natural
tell.
thing. It's in our nature.
I watch animals,
It is.
especially kids. They wrestle all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're always wrestling.
Oh my god, my
always fighting.
nephews
I used
love.
to wrestle as a kid. Like
They
with my
love me
cousins
because
and
I'm the
shit.
only one that gets like tough with them, you know? Like we punch each other, wrestle each other, and I just let them, you know?
You're gonna be
And-
their favorite forever.
Oh my god, I know. And they just like they get so excited because no one else. They're like, okay, go wrestle with Dianna.
Because other people be like, oh, don't do that.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
no, they really need to.
And I feel bad because I'm like my nephew. He's like 4 years old. He like started punching like in class, and I'm like, oh my god. But he has a mean fucking cross. Oh my god. She's like, pow pow. Like he throws it so good. So proud of
Because
him.
they just do what you tell them.
Yeah,
That's
but he
what's
gets in
like-
trouble because obviously,
Yeah.
like, it's not acceptable nowadays for kids to hit. Meanwhile, they're like kids, you know, they don't understand. Like, oh my god, they get so
I remember
offended
getting
and
into
so like
fights as a little kid.
everyone.
It's so bad.
I mean, I grew up in Brooklyn now.
Yeah,
It's so bad for kids to not encourage them instead of like getting to the point where they're bullying each other so bad that it like boils down into like a fucking death match of where these kids are getting really fucking hurt right now.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you know, you fucking talk shit. It was a quick fucking, you got in a fight. That was
you
it.
Got over it. You moved on.
Now, look at that.
And it didn't boil down to where somebody got violently hurt. Because I'm watching all these videos that people are sharing online where these kids are getting like, you know, dumped on their head and the fucking and getting like boys are jumping girls. I'm like, what?
Short-term memory loss
No,
there,
it's
Jeremy.
crazy. It's crazy. I don't like it.
But yeah, I agree. I wish they had like an MMA program in schools, and if kids had beef, let them scrap it out.
Yeah.
I've been saying that for years. They need
they
to have
want
some
to,
kind
or
of
you don't
mixed
force
martial
them, there
arts
you
and
go. If
something
they
in
wanna
schools.
Yeah.
Should have a way to measure it out. I mean,
I just think
you know
that,
hierarchical male
Yeah.
combat?
No.
Okay, so hierarchical male combat is what most fights are. It's combat to see where in the hierarchy you fall as a male. I'd say violence among men is probably accounts for 90% or more of, and think about prisons, right? They're mostly male. I mean, I think this is a pretty accurate statement, right? And males of most species of animals engage in this hierarchical male combat. You think of like bulls
lions.
And we do. And if you don't, then it could become right now you have a war. You kill each other in war. Whereas really you could have just kind of scrapped it out and it would have been all right. Maybe one guy would have got hurt. Rarely someone would die. Instead of now, millions of people die at war.
Yeah.
Right, so it escalates quickly when you don't have the outlet early. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, it's just it's hard now because of like the quantity of the people on this planet. It's just so many people. And
There's
I know
a lot of
they say-
space.
yes, I know you're.
There's a lot of space.
I was just gonna say
there
it's
is.
densely populated. They have people in
certain
small.
places.
That
Yeah.
it's like they want everyone condensed in the city because they're profiting from it and they love it.
You're
They
like
don't
a
want
big
to change
battery.
it.
The Matrix is a documentary.
And the energy
You
that
make a
they get
lot.
from
Like
it.
I live in New York. Man, they nickel and dime you everywhere. Everywhere I go, I get a speeding ticket, a red light camera ticket. Like they always.
You're just trapped in the Matrix.
If money's a form of energy, they're always trying to tap your energy, right? In the city. In the country, right, there's less things that tap your energy. It's more physical, and physical things usually
the
are more
city
rewarding.
itself, like the lights, everything's so distracting, so stimulating. Like
Kerry,
it's
you're almost in the
crazy.
country.
I am, and that's why I love it.
You're
Out
almost
here,
in the
this is-
country.
That's what I was gonna say. Like that's why I love this place. It's like in the
She's
woods.
tucked away.
I love that.
She's like a
I
woodland
need
fairy.
that. I can't. I
Thank
hate
you.
the city.
No, I love it over here. And you know what? I think it's designed the way that we are densely populated. And I mean, like China, it's a huge country and it's overpopulated in certain areas, but it's designed that way to like keep people down energetically and to keep you chaotic and friction
Have
and
you
angry.
seen how small the apartments are in Chinese cities?
Yeah.
But, yo, hey, this is the best story ever. So last year, when we were house shopping for Christy's house, we were trying to find something that maybe I could have a part of it, like a big enough but not too big, or like a floor in there, whatever. And we couldn't find anything, so we go to this one house, and it looked huge from all the pictures.
Where?
But when you went in Northport,
Okay.
East Northport, and when
Okay.
you went in there, it was like they chopped it up in the weirdest ways. And my mom's like, "Who lives here? How do you live here?" The rooms were so small. I'm like, "You didn't notice they were Asian?" I'm like, "They literally made it like an Asian house. The rooms were so
wow.
tiny."
They put 7 bedrooms.
Oh hell no!
Yo, I seen this thing online,
Best
and
thing
this
I've ever
guy had literally, it was 50
It's like
square
city.
feet.
Yeah.
He had a spot. It was like 5 feet by 10 feet.
Yeah.
And that was his whole apartment with a sink. He had 2 beds in there. He had a roommate.
Yeah.
So I was like, Kerry, imagine
So was
your
he in
bed-
prison?
No.
I
No.
mean, it sounds like
But wait,
it.
That's terrible.
so that's just the way regular people live in China. But if you see, did I send you the Danish prison?
No.
It looked like a spa. I'll see if I
Damn.
can find it. Danish prison. It has like an overlook of the water. It's very modern
Fancy
design.
motherfuckers, That's why.
How many people are in prison
Even
in
the people in
Denmark?
prison.
Yo, there's 5 million people.
They're
in the
like,
whole
"Can I go
country."
live there?" The homeless,
families.
the homeless fuck it up just on
Problem.
purpose.
Like Europeans, like people like from back in the day, like Greeks, and like they're all like family people, and like especially like from small like villages and stuff. Like they're very close. So of course, they have money, and I feel
Well-
like they have as a state. I feel like they
I'll
do
say
good.
this about like those Scandinavian countries that everyone is like, oh, we should be like that. Their populations are tiny.
Yeah,
It's
Not as-
usually
yeah.
usually hard to immigrate there unless you have a reason. Like you
Yeah,
can't just show up
exactly,
and be
yeah.
like,
the same thing
Hey,
with
what
my
up?
island. Like you can't just like
you can't just show up
get
and
out.
be
Okay,
like,
I'm deciding I'm gonna go live in friggin' Greece. You're not gonna go on an island like here's. You're gonna go in Athens.
Yeah,
It's like that's
exactly.
the city. That's where you can find like opportunities to work with someone that's But like in an island, everyone everyone knows everyone. Like it's so like
you just show up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So a place that's small, like even like Switzerland, you can't just go move to Switzerland and be
Yeah.
like, hey, I want to live here. And what are you doing? You got a job? Nah.
Yeah.
I'm just chilling. You got money? No, I'm broke. Yeah. Get the fuck out.
yeah,
Oh,
literally
you want a travel visa? We'll give you 3 months.
exactly.
All right, then get the fuck out. Then
Unless you
it's
know
like,
someone,
are you
you're not
going-
getting in.
Are you going to school? You get married, right? Like, you have to have a reason. It's not like, oh, come here and we'll figure it out. We'll try to get you citizenship.
Yeah.
And that's why those countries are run pretty efficiently.
Yeah.
A place like America, that's the third most populous country in the world, is, run very inefficiently. There's a lot. It's super, and by design.
It's very corrupt.
And by design.
That's the thing.
It's corrupt and like, oh God, I don't want to get canceled here. But yeah, the government's corrupt. It's a fact. There's nothing you can say about it. I mean, how can you not? When you have a job that makes $200,000 a year, and after 20 years at that job, you're worth $100 million. That's fuckery. Because let me tell you something. I know a lot of people that make $200,000 a year for 20 years, and they're not worth $200 million.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, wait, what are you doing here?
Yeah, it's
like
just
you're using your position. Really, they should get paid. You know what they should get paid? Whatever the average salary is in America at that time. So, like, let's say you Google the average salary and it's $67,000 a year. That's what a senator gets paid. You represent the fucking people. Mm-hmm. Take the people's salary.
Yeah, I 420% agree with that, especially when like they all bitch about like the government shutdowns and all this shit. It's like, wait.
They always get paid.
People get fired left and right in America, and you don't hear, like we do bitch, but you don't give a fuck. Like they don't do anything for us. Essentially, if you look at it, the shit that they're doing right now is like, it's nothing for the people. It's nothing good for us. So like,
it's the bare minimum.
And the public sector sucks.
It's crazy.
I'm going to tell you how you know this. Anything in the public sector, if you had the money it cost them to do it, to spend on your own, you would never use the public sector option. Mm-hmm. So it costs $35,000 a year to send a kid to public school.
Yeah.
According to the government, right? Mm-hmm. If you had $35,000, you wouldn't pay to send them to public school. You'd pay to send them to private school, right?
Yeah.
Or you'd homeschool them and get them for $35,000.
Yeah.
You would have a professional tutor for each subject, and I'd homeschool you. $35,000.
Wow.
Right? That's a lot of money you spend on a kid.
Yeah.
How would I educate a kid then? Well, let me think about it. If a professional tutor, I'll get a good one, let's say $100 an hour. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's say 5 days a week they have a different tutor come in. That's $500 a week, $2,000 a month. That's still $24,000 a year.
Wow,
that's still less than what you spend on. And that's with me having one-on-one. You get a private, and we do the work. And then even with that private, we do it remotely. Then one in person, one remote. Wow. You could set it up. Think about if you had the money that they do for public. And what do you get in public education? 40-minute class. Right, you go from room to room to room.
Yeah.
You often don't have the materials that you need. The place is stressful as fuck. Right, like so. If I gave you the money, you would never take the public option. Yeah. Roads. These roads are mostly private. Ask anyone who works for the state. They subcontract a lot out, and then the state might maintain the road. But a lot of things is privately done.
Wow.
Any public option sucks. What does the public sector make?
That's crazy.
Battery changed.
Because even think about what the government's supposed to make well. Rockets, NASA. SpaceX comes along and does it for 1/10 of the price.
Yeah.
Or less. It's like the government is so bogged down with bureaucracy. It's ass. Yeah, any government option sucks.
Yeah.
It would be better if it was all private. The government should have 2 jobs. Make sure the border is safe, so that make sure the country's safe. From external threats. Make sure the country's safe from external threats and internal threats. Especially and regulate interstate commerce. Mm-hmm. That's really the only jobs the government should have. You make sure everything's safe inside and out, like as far as actual crimes, and then you make sure that interstate commerce, you don't have states go to war with each other.
Yeah.
Right, which could happen if you don't regulate interstate commerce.
Right.
Other than that, what the fuck does the government need to do? You could build the road privately. There's no issue. They're mostly privately built.
Yeah.
You could private school everything.
Yeah.
The problem here is like that they don't change these things. You're never going to see changes. It's just going to keep happening the way they want it, and
not till everything gets all fucked up. Listen, I think about it like this. So in ancient Rome, they have the most well-developed society up until that point. Government jobs, tons of them.
Yeah.
And if you were working for the government in 475, they were telling you, listen, don't worry, your job is secure. We got this system going for years. Mm-hmm. And the next year, some big dude came in and was like, what job? Oh. And while you're here, run your pockets.
Yeah.
And where you live, I'm going to come to your house and steal your stuff. There went your government job. There went your pension. Remember, ancient Rome had all that stuff.
Yeah.
Pensions, land grants. Your society collapses. Guess what? All that stuff you thought was pretty permanent very quickly it totally disappears. Go try to find a cassette now.
Feel old.
No, how old are you, Diana?
30.
Oh wow, everyone stays the age I met them.
Right? I feel like
yo,
that.
kid's 25. How old are you, kid?
27.
All right, so kid's always 25 to me. He's perpetually 25. You're
Yeah.
always 25. Perpetual. Well, a girl is always 25 anyway.
All right, good. I like that. To be honest, like no one ever thinks I'm 30.
No,
Anyone
you
I
look
ever
young.
meet,
You
they're
don't
like,
look
"Wait,
30.
you're 30?" I was like, "I thought you were like 22." I'm like, "Okay, relax." Okay, relax. 22.
22, you're like, I'm flattered.
Yeah.
I think it's hard for the kids I train with to realize how old I am, like comparatively to them.
I feel like it's also my personality and maybe
Like your
the way
dad's
I
probably.
dress.
How old's your dad?
60?
He is not 60. Your dad's like 48.
I'd say 60.
No, he's like
Is he-
57
Oh, is he
or
in his
something.
50s? Because if kids
So bad.
27, if I had kid at like 18, that's it.
Yeah, literally. Wow.
So,
Hey,
but
Dad.
I do good with these kids.
Wow.
I love training with the kids. They keep me young.
You're good, bro.
That'd be good.
I try.
Pretty annoying.
You've been training at Vanguard a lot, right?
Oh, yeah, I've been going there. Sure.
Yeah.
I just started there too.
I mean, Rao is like,
He's
you know,
really good.
He's super good. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to grasp, but like in the gym,
Yeah.
he fucking is so good. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah. Even Gary Gordon Ryan is like, he's like
Yeah.
my toughest rolls.
Wow.
So pretty impressive.
Yeah,
if you
no,
think about it. Yeah.
he's tough.
It's just too far out
Yeah. I know. That's a drive.
for me. It's
Yeah, we have a drive. I go there once a
already
week,
far
but
out, yeah.
yeah.
They have
It's
good
like-
girls there. You kind of
Yeah,
need
I
those
get
girls.
good work with Caitlin too.
Yeah, that's the thing. Caitlin's there.
She has like a nice
It's
wrestling
rugged-
class with girls, so
It's
I get good
it's kind
work.
of a rugged training spot too.
Yeah.
It's hard training, but
yeah,
for fight,
it's tough.
It's a tough room,
Yeah,
you know.
sure.
But if you're fighting,
it's really
you
good.
kind of
that.
need
You
it.
get quality work, you know.
quality work. Yeah, I mean it's high quality
yeah.
work. If you're fighting, it's like
You
kind of
need
need
that.
that work.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
need that grind.
Yeah, because like we have like. I'm not gonna say like the guys are getting good, like the ones that've been there for like the past like 3-4 years, but like there's also like a lot of new people there. So like the level at law.
Oh,
Like, at least
all
like
our
in
new
jiu-jitsu
guys.
and grappling, yeah. So
and the best way to get good guys is to get new guys good. So guys, if you're a beginner, I love teaching beginners. Hit me up, but I'd rather you do privates than jump into my Tuesday night class, which is absolute madness. Although I do love that chaos. Yeah, my
Oh, yeah.
Tuesday night class, Jeremy, is
my God.
I 30 people,
Mondays and
beginners.
Wednesdays too.
half beginners, half like.
Oh, that's right.
Pro
You have
amateur
the
fight is
jiu-jitsu
my
class
Tuesday 6 p.m. class.
Yeah.
But that class will be packed, and it'll be like half beginners, and
Damn.
I'll have like guys there first day, and I'm like,
You're not rolling.
you're not rolling. You can do the position.
Yeah.
I'm like, but if they wrestled before, they're like, nah. Like I wrestled.
It's tricky,
and I'm
yeah.
like,
When you're right. I don't know. Wrestlers can be dangerous sometimes.
they could be dangerous too. Yeah, 'cause
when they're really green and they don't.
and they're tough.
Yeah.
If they're
Agree with
green
that.
and tough,
Yeah.
it could be a dangerous role.
Agree
yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
Because you don't. Yeah. So it's a little wild, but I do love the chaos and I manage it well. I
Yeah.
do like it, but it's not how.
Law
if-
is just chaotic.
If someone, and it has to be that way,
Yeah.
because that's where stars are made,
Yeah.
right? The Stellar One will tell you that in order to make a star, another star has to fucking explode. And when it explodes, it has to spew its guts all over the universe.
Yeah.
And then all the guts it spewed out has to smash into each other so violently that it sticks together, collapses, and explodes.
I
And that's
like
how a
that.
star is born.
Like
So,
that reference.
If you don't have that chaos, like whenever someone asks Ray, "Oh, how do you train all these, all these champions?" I have a school with 500 people. He's like, "Huh, it's the fucking first problem. You got 400 people. You got to watch after. I got 10 guys I'm really concerned about, and 50 guys on the edge. You got 400 guys. Yeah, okay. You fucking train a champion.
He said that.
Yeah, I mean it's true though. You're a train champion." He's like, "You're making money.
so
If
funny.
you want
Ray's
to train,
hilarious.
Yo, but Ray is
Shout
like-
out to Ray.
Shout out to Ray Longo. He cuts right to it. He's like, The fuck you got a 500-person gym. What the hell are you asking me?
Yeah.
Like, you're making mad money off your gym. Shut up and enjoy it. You want to train fighters? Why? Like, they make you no
It's part
money
of
till they
his-
make you money.
I know.
No, but Ray loves it.
I know.
And he's at the point that
But
he's
he
so
also
good
loves
at
his
it.
guys, you know?
And he's at the point that he's so good at it
Yeah.
that now he could, do well. But
Yeah.
until that happens, a fighter is like a baby. They take a lot of upfront cost until they hopefully pay out in the future for you.
Mm-hmm.
And like most kids, they may never pay out for you. They might just
Yeah.
become a burden.
It's
And
a
this-
small percentage, and the fact that he was able to produce 3.
Well, 3 champions in the UFC,
Yeah,
and then and then champions elsewhere, right?
And many UFC coming.
Okay.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. 'Cause it's-
Let's start wrapping it up. Yeah, we got to start boogieing anyway. So shout out to the legendary Coach Ray Longo. We definitely got to do a round 2.
Yes.
Diana, you definitely
Next week.
are a better talker than Kid.
We're working on it.
Kerry, I think you found a co-host for in the girls' corner
I
over
love
here.
it. No, she's great.
Yeah, you guys got a good vibe. That was good.
Thank
Yeah, I
you,
had a
thank
lot of
you.
fun.
I love
Kid,
it.
Oh yeah, if you ever
We
want
get
to do
to
it.
anything you want to say?
To all my fans, I love y'all.
Stay tuned, PFL. If you don't
You guys
sign
talking to
Kid,
camera.
if you don't sign Kid, I'm gonna have to start my own show to rival you just to sign my guys that you scumbagged. Don't wake the dragon. No, I'm just kidding. I have no money, actually. That was an empty threat. But we will be bringing back Token Choke 420. And,
No,
but
it's
we
funny
will
that you
be
say
bringing
that,
back-
but I feel like it makes a very good comeback story. So just
Thank
stay
you.
tuned.
Stay tuned, but definitely Token Choke 420. I'm already putting that out there
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
universe. But we're bringing an event sooner, and that I'll announce as soon as we actually have the paperwork together. I don't want to jump the gun, but may as well take our time, right? Anything you guys want to say before we wrap it up?
Catch me at Flex Fight Series, February 23rd, I think. Hopefully I have a fight there.
Hopefully, our opponent shows up.
Yeah. It's not official, but I'm manifesting it, so
All right.
I'll be fighting then. See you
All right.
see you next time. Maybe
me know
next week in the next few
If
weeks.
you need me to make 145, I'll
We will
identify
manifest
as
that
a
for
girl.
you.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'll try to make 135. Just give me the
Oh,
opportunity.
no.
I don't care, dude.
That's light for you.
I've been walking around like 150. So.
Oh, yeah, your diet's been good.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, great.
I'm not fucking around too much.
All right. Kerry, anything you
Doing
want
the
to say?
thing.
I hope you guys have a really good New Year's Eve if you are doing anything. And to all of our fans, however many there are, we hope you guys have a great New Year's Eve, although this will air
I
after.
don't celebrate New Year's on January 1st, but to all the people that do, I celebrate
do
it
you?
March 21st. I celebrate it for the
The
equinox.
Chinese? Oh.
No, equinox. All right, guys, we're exiting the Manimal Zone. You're like, when do you celebrate New Year's? We'll save that for the next show.
That was great. Kids like, nope, we've had enough.
Yeah, the battery's about to go.
Oh my God.
That was the best
My
shit
cough
ever.
is like
Oh.
terrible. The whole time I'm like dying, trying not to cough.